Alright guys, Ben and I have been talking about doing the Grand for like 3 months, and today the day is finally here. We're doing an overnight trip to hopefully climb the Grand. Just made it to the trail junction. All right, we're making our way into Garnett Canyon right now. We're actually making pretty good time. We passed some people who were not too friendly, I'll say. Probably talk more about that later, but there's the middle. Hey. Just made it to the boulder field. These cold rocks feel nice.
Yeah.
Jesus. This is tough with this pack. Gotta go up. I think I remember this part. My feet got wet.
Benefits of course.
Yeah, bro, I'm soaked. This is a lot steeper from the campground than Ben and I originally thought, so we're taking our time. It's basically just stairs and switchbacks.
Misery.
And it's like 70 something degrees out, so it's hot. Getting some water on top of the waterfall. There's a mountain goat. Let's go check it out. Hope you guys can see him. Oh. That was sweet, guys. Just saw a mountain goat. We're getting up to the glacier right now. So we should be close to the campground. Oh man, there's the lower saddle. Wow. All right, we just found our spot, we think. It seems to be pretty shielded from the wind. So this is our, maybe potentially our campsite. And the lower saddle is right up there. And that is the Grand. 5 minutes or less. Weird stuff.
I'm guessing these should
Comfortable sleep. All right, time to make some dinner, guys. We are absolutely starving. Ooh, I'm excited. This looks gas though too. Yeah, MSR 2 pocket rocket. It's amazing. It'd be flat enough.
Oh, does this not see?
Looks so good. I am so hungry. All right, Ben and I decided to make our way up to the lower saddle, but that's the Teton Glacier. Lower saddle's up there. We might try to make it to the upper saddle too, just so we can see it before we do it in the dark tomorrow morning. Did you hear that? There's just a rock slide. All right, we are at the fixed rope. We're gonna try to use, actually no, we're not gonna use a rope. Or attempt not using the rope. Just for practice. There's the rope.
I might have to use them from here.
Really?
I don't know how else you can, man.
True.
At least with a book bag on.
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, I'm just gonna use it.
Okay. That's what I just came up. I think we're almost to the top. Alright, we did not need the rope. Nice. It wasn't really that vertical, to be honest.
Lead the way. I want to scare him.
You know, there's a pike getting some grass. They have a bear box up here.
Are they moraines?
There she is.
I don't know. There's a marmot.
There is a water source at the upper saddle if you guys are, lower saddle, sorry, if you guys are doing this.
Repel. Now that I'm here, I'm not gonna use the rope.
Yeah. Alright guys, it's been a super long day. Ben and I are gonna go to bed because we gotta wake up at 3 in the morning tomorrow to make the summit push. So, wish us luck. We heard there's some ice up there, so hoping we can still summit, but if not, we're gonna try our best. Yeah, that's about all I got.
Alright guys, it's 3 in the morning right now. Ben and I just woke up. It's absolutely freezing out. But these stars are insane, so I'm gonna try to hopefully get a cool photo to put in here. But yeah, we're gonna start to push to the summit pretty soon. I probably won't film until we get past the lower saddle since we did all that yesterday. So see you sometime up there.
Whoa! We just found a skull of something. Bro, it's stuck. That's crazy.
That's a big horn, yeah.
Whoa. Alright guys, we're making our push to the upper saddle right now. I don't know if you can see everyone up there, but there's probably like 4 or 5 groups ahead of us. But we're gonna wait to do the actual climbing until it gets light out because Ben's headlamp died. So we only got one light. Alright guys, we are right underneath the central rib of the Grand. We're making our way to the left of it to go up the Owen Spalding couloir, or the OS couloir. Feeling pretty good so far. We're kind of just following this group of people. We took a completely different way up and it ended up working out great. So we'll see you up a little bit farther. We went up to Brig Slab and didn't realize we were there. But we had to go around this big rock and then over the almost belly roll to get to the same spot. But Ben almost got yelled at. I mean, he did get yelled at already for not having a helmet. So the guides out here are brutal. Yeah, the guides are pretty brutal, but if you guys are doing this, you definitely want to have a helmet. I definitely have a helmet. So you want to go around this big rock. Pretty sure. We didn't realize we were going to be already this close to Eye of the Needle. Oh yeah. Yeah, I found it. That is Eye of the Needle right there. So we're going to make our way through that. And then over the almost belly roll and all of that stuff. Oh shoot, it's dark in here, bro.
What?
It's dark. Oh, it's not too bad. It's nothing like the caves yesterday. Yeah. Alright, so we're in Eye of the Needle right now. And then we just follow this up. I think this is the almost belly roll. Either this one or right past it. Yeah. I'm not sure how to get down here, to be honest. Oh, yeah. That's tough, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, be careful. Alright, we did it. Let me go up this chimney. Pretty sure. Here's what the almost belly roll looks like. And there's the exposure that we're going down. Yeah, you got feet down there to your left. There is the middle Teton. Absolutely gorgeous. Alright, we are officially taller than the middle Teton. Ben is so hyped to summit the Grand Teton. No, we don't actually think we're going to be able to do it today. We'll see if that's true or not, but we are almost up to the upper saddle already, and it's 7 a.m. So we did take a long break at the lower saddle before we started, so making pretty good time. Trying to stay behind the guide so we don't get yelled at. Yeah, I'll probably see you up at the upper saddle. We just climbed this whole chimney, basically. Down there is where the almost belly roll in the Eye of the Needle is, like right down there. So when you're down climbing, look for these 3 rocks and then just go straight down this chimney. We have just reached 13,000 feet. There was a guide up here and he told us we probably should not summit the Grand, so I'm definitely leaning on not doing it. But even this view is just so worth it. And that is the Grand right there. We still got a ways to go to the upper saddle, but it is just so pretty up here. Ben's currently on his way back down. He's not feeling well, probably elevation sickness. So I'm gonna head up solo. There he is down there. So, wish me luck. Solo on the Grand Teton. Alright, the upper saddle is up there. The belly roll is somewhere up there. I'm looking at it. This is the entire drop. But we're pretty close. Pretty sure we took a wrong turn because they're doing the enclosure. So I'm gonna make my way down and then go up to the upper saddle. This is crazy though. I'm also not feeling great, but I need to make it to at least the upper saddle to be content with my trip. So that's what we're gonna do. Not sure how to get over there really. But we're about to find out. I think I'm too high up right here. That's the rock I have to get to, right there. So, let's see how we can do that. Wow, this is crazy being by myself up here. Oh, there's more people coming up. How do I get up there? I think that other guided group was going to do the enclosure, which is the second tallest peak, but we're going to be at the same height as it on the upper saddle, so I don't really care too much about peaking it. Hopefully we can get down this way. This is definitely not the correct way, so don't take my advice for this. But if it works, you know. Yeah, I might be clipped. Yeah, I think I'm clipped. Maybe. That's a sketchy down climb. Yeah, I don't like that. We are gonna go this way, I guess. We just have to go back to where I was going up so I can backtrack down, basically. So, I wasn't feeling confident on that down climb. Definitely doing the upper saddle. I really want to do the belly roll, but now that I'm solo, I'm not sure if I'm going to do it or not. Especially since I don't see anyone else up here. Got the whole saddle to myself, which is pretty cool. There's the people on top of the enclosure. They led me astray. Alright. This is the rock we gotta climb. Pretty sure. Oh my god. What a view. This is ridiculous. Yeah, this is really exposed. Okay. Gotta be careful on this climb. Shoot. I go around this way. Yeah, there's a route up the back. So I'm gonna take that one instead because it's pretty exposed and the holes don't look great. I think this is what I have to go up. Shoot. Might need to take my gloves off for this. Get it. Wow. That was harder than I thought. I think the other route was easier, but the exposure kind of got me. Alright guys, we're almost at the upper saddle. There's the belly roll way up there. Wow. I think this is one of the rappel areas up there. This is crazy. I'm gonna need to sit and take a breather. Collect myself. Yeah, there's already some snow up here. This is ice, actually. Pure ice. So, better to be safe than sorry with that kind of stuff, because I don't have a rope, and you do not want to mess around with icy conditions up here. Probably walk over to the belly roll and then call it, maybe. But this is such an incredible trip. Wow. I'm proud that I made it up to the upper saddle, even if I can do the whole thing. So, yo, this is the exposure on the belly roll. That is ridiculous. I think if Ben were up here, I would do it, but we'll go up there and see how it looks. Yeah, it's right here. Wow. Wow. That is crazy. Honestly, I think I could do it. But this is the drop. That is some serious exposure, but there's no ice here. I really do think I could do it. All right, guys, we're headed back down. Made it up to the belly roll. Didn't really feel comfortable doing that solo by myself, so I decided it was safer to turn around and head back since Ben has elevation sickness as well. I didn't want to take too long. So we're actually gonna meet him all the way down at the lower saddle. So I gotta do this whole down climb by myself. But I did plenty of research, so we should be fine. Probably won't film too much on the way down, except maybe for some spots if you guys need beta and stuff like that. But most likely I will see you either at the lower saddle or back at the car, honestly. This is what the down climb looks like. You want to aim for these 3 little peaks. That's where like the almost belly roll, the slab is. All right, guys, we made it down the Grand, and now we are at the Teton Glacier. I'm probably gonna drink some of this water because I have never done that before, and it would be so cool. So this is all glacier water flowing through here, and here's the glacier. This is wild. Look at that. Dude, this is so cool.
That feels pretty good.
Okay.
That is cold.
Really?
Yeah. Like, what the f*** where did the trail go?